guys, so I thought I'd do an update video of Lutty rebuild. Give you an example of a lot of the stuff I've been up to since I've done the rebuild. Now there's a few bits that you might see from previous video, but then there'd be quite a few bits you wouldn't have seen. So first thing I've done, I thought I'd show you on the outside. Obviously I put a top window in because that wasn't there the first time I'd done a rebuild. I got my 240 watt LED light bar. Now a lot of the time with these Lutyens where you got the overhang here, when it rains it's like Niagara Falls, it's pouring down there. When you open the door up, it gets soaked inside on the door. It's horrible. So I put myself some guttering in that, which actually works a treat. So it catches all that rain off the corner and diverts it either round that way or towards me. And I use some L brackets like that to hold the old gutters. So I put one across here down and attached a bracket on it, just nut and bolted it. Another one going that way, sort of thing. The lighting's a bit terrible on that, to be fair. So put a nice bit of guttering up because it does go right way through under the light bar. I had to cut some notches out for the light bar to sit just here. Yeah, just cut a little notch out the guttering. But I've got a bracket there, another one in the middle, another on the other side of the light bar, one on the end here, and going round. That has been an absolute godsend. The only time it comes out the corner is if the Lutyens facing too far down like that, then obviously the downpipes don't work. But on the whole, it works really well. I'll put an outside socket in as well, which you just about see, I think. There you go. So put an outside socket in if I need it, which does happen, not too often. I've even got some marker lights underneath as well. So I've got a spotlight there, which is controlled in the cab, and I've got a 50-metre hose reel here. Now that I can use both ways. I can use that to fill the water tanks up, and I can use the pump on it to use it to wash the Lutyn as well. So use it as an outside tap hose sort of thing. So I've got a couple taps here. One's a hot and one's a cold, so they come straight off the main water pump. So if I want to plug a hose on there and have a shower outside for argument's sake, or wash something down with hot water, I can. I've got my main fresh water outlet, so I've drained the tank out, and I've got a big black tap there which comes out of this pipe, which is my wastewater, so I can shut it off. And I've got my clear pipe here, which is my float for the fresh tank, which is a silver one there. It's currently what we've got. I've got there, so I'm quite low. Normally it's up here when I'm full up. That's what I'll be getting that topped up later on, no doubt. And obviously I've got my 240 inlet right there. And on the outside I've got my spotlights, 4 spotlights up there, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. 2 reverse cans up there. Got my Starlink internet. That was fun because I wanted to fit that dish, satellite, whatever you want to call it, lower than the roof, so the wind goes straight over the top rather than catch you underneath it and try and flick it up, sort of thing. Got my adjustable tow bar as well. I've left the other part behind so I don't need it. And I've got another reverse cam on the corner there, one here. I've even got the old trailer plug for the camera, so I could put, when I've got my trailer on the back with have a camera on that, so just plug the camera into the back of Lutty and I can see the back end of the trailer. Garage end, basically a little different. I have changed it a bit. Put this down. Now I've already pre-opened this from the inside, so I'll open it today. There we go. The garage area a little tidier than previous times. So I've still got my diesel tank for my night heater. I've got a drill pump here, so when I want to fill that tank out, I grab this bit of pipe here, just pull it out, because I've just got it resting down the inside the wall. Put that into the fuel can, put my drill on there, and buzz the drill, and it just fills the tank straight back up. Got a spare all sat there, spare pedal for gen, spare toilet cartridge, generator sat there. That is a little gem, that thing is. I love that generator. I've got it exhausted through the floor and coming out here. So the generator is this one and the heater is the other one. The heater goes right through and to the other side of the wheel and up through the floor. And I've got my black wastewater pipe, so if I need to dump it off in a specific drain down at campsite, I could just connect this end here straight into, where we got this one here. So this one I'll just take it out. This is only a push fit sort of thing. Just wiggle that out, pull that pipe out, then lug the other one in, open the tap up, big black tap, and I can drain that out where it's meant to be. And obviously gas bottle sat there, water pump off just wrapped up. That's a winter job. I am going to make a proper thing at some point to properly insulate it, sort of thing. Got to climb over Kieran's monster stash. So then through here I have now put some cupboard doors on for once. So beforehand there was no cupboard door here or there or even drawers. So I've made a little baby door for little drinks. It's only water and juice really, but you know. And I had to sink the lock in the door there just to get out the way, so then the door still locked shut, otherwise it would have looked like that. Oh, there. This is one door still got to do something else with. I'm not happy with that one. There's that. Then obviously I made up actual big door for this cupboard, and I've even put a little rail on it as well, so I can hang stuff on it like the measuring jugs or whatever. There's my other water supply, so when I run out of water in that outside tank, I could grab one of my other pipes. So undo the screw in the cap, shove this in, connect that on to the tap there. I've got 2 barrels as well. There's the other one hiding there. So I could connect them both up to the taps, open the tap up, turn another one of these levers in the garage to activate these ones. At the moment the pump's running on the outside, I could just flick it over and use these ones. I've got another hidden tap. Get a light a minute. So I've got another hidden tap on the inside there. That's the one that works from the outside hose pipe, as it were. So I can use that to fill the tanks up in here, just by turning this lever here off. That turns off the suction mode, shall we say. Then turn that one on and that's filling mode. So I could switch these 2 taps either way round with these 2 levers. Just a little bit confusing for a lot of people, but it works. So I don't have to keep changing different pipes around, I can just flick the tap. I'll show you the garage what I was on about with that switch tanks. So at the moment this tap here is on. That's the outside tank. If I want to use the one under the sink, I'll just turn that one down and this one up, then that then uses the tanks under the sink. Because my water pump inlet is obviously here, and I'll split it off 3 ways. So that's the outside tank, which I'll connect back up again. That one down there is the inside tank, and this one here is so I can use the pipe from the garage. I've got one sat here, which I could just connect straight to another tank to fill up all the others, because I could use this as a filler sort of thing. Don't use that one too often. And this one here is another outlet which can be used to fill up tanks. For when I've got the real hose pipe connected, I can use this green one here to fill up stuff, sort of thing. Yeah, so moving on. And then I've also, let me turn some more lights on. So disorganised today, people. Right, there we go. So yeah, previously I had a load of mesh thingies here with my saucers and stuff in, and a lot of other stuff up on the wall and looking a mess. So I cleared all that off. I've put some of my bits on the window ledge, my hand soaps and washing up liquid and all that. Cleared the rest of that off because I had other stuff here. And then got my Starlink. I've made a nice little shelf for it. Just a simple bit of wood. Screwed up, Starlink's up there. Working away quite nicely. I'm thinking of making up a little shelf for my GoPro battery chargers to sit on. You know, something like that, maybe. Originally I would have put them up here, but they're not quite going to stay there. That shelf's a little short, but I'll figure something out for that. No dramas. Yeah, I've even got drawers now. Much happier with that. I've got a simple latch on them, stop them flinging open, because they do. You don't latch them, they were literally doing this as you're going around corners. Really annoying. And my odds and sods drawer. So that's the kitchen area changed slightly. Then over this side I've put on my two-way radios on their own shelf. The charging cables go through the wall to a 6-socket extension lead, so all these are plugged into one plug rather than 6 separate ones. So I thought that was much better because these used to sit here. What else have we done? Can't think what else right now. Obviously you see the bed area before. Oh, I didn't show you some other bits in the cab. Let's close the back end up a minute. Turn some lights back off. Right, let's go outside. Yeah, this luting at the beginning did have the roller door. I ripped that out and put myself what I call a garage door there. It's a great little shelter when you want to sit on the tower lift and have a drink in the rain, sort of thing. Let's just put this back up. There we go. Now another little feature I put on Lutty, which I forgot about, was I fitted a compressor to the seat. Now what I mean by that is, as a lot of people may know, these Mercedes seats open up, so I could pull the front up like that, flick it over, and I've got a storage cupboard. So I thought, let's use that to my benefit and put a compressor under here. So I've got a tyre repair kit if I get stuck and I need to patch my tyre up, sort of thing. It's basically a giant needle and thread really. You just put a bit of rope through a special needle, shove it in the tyre, test it and a few times, yank it out, seal the hole and just cut it flat to the tyre. But my compressor would do an airline like that. Now I've just got move a couple of bits. This is the other part that I would use on the outside of Lutty if I wanted to rinse something down or whatever, you know. I could simply I'll go away, I haven't got a lot of water, but I could plug that. Oh yeah, I'll show you that. I'll plug this straight onto one of those outlets, whether the hot one or the cold one, and I've got my hose pipe to rinse stuff down, like if you've got muddy shoes or whatever, sort of thing. So that's really helpful. As you see that they are both live. Now that's my little outside shower, shall we say. Yeah, going back to compressor, I've kind of lost my way, didn't I? So yeah, if I don't want to use foot pump, I'll just grab one of my airlines, whether it's a blue or yellow one, that makes a difference. I'll plug that in there. I thought I'd mount that to the box so it's a lot easier, then I don't have to trail a hose line out all the time. See, I've just literally got the original hose that comes off a compressor, mounted that, use the original hose, cut the end off, then put a special fixture there and then bolted it straight into the wall. This big key here is what I use as my power switch. I'm just joining the add-on up, so I'll use a spray gun for a second, good example. This compressor also, I've wired this directly into the leisure batteries in the back rather than the starter battery. So this can flatten the leisure batteries so I don't kill the starter one. Last thing I want to do is flatten my starter battery. I think I've done to Lutty with outside lights or compressors or whatever. I've used everything on the leisure batteries. So if I want the compressor to work, I'll just turn the big key on that. So that's ideal. And it's also got a little overpressure. So it will make a funny noise when you get too much pressure in the system. As you heard, that's a fair bit in there. So let's quickly pack that up. Ideal for when you want to inflate your tyres out in the middle of nowhere. That's the whole reason I've done it, because I've been caught short a few times where I've had a flat tyre or soft tyre and you're like, oh, I need some air. I know, just fire my compressor up, sort of thing. Yeah, it's ideal as well if someone else needs a top up, shall we say. I could do that. How about looking after people out on the road, isn't it? If they need tyre inflating, whatever. Right, that should close. Go, take the key out before the door flattens it. Amazingly, these just miss the door when it shuts, because it would literally hit the side of the door pocket, otherwise I can't leave that in there. Yeah, so I think that's about the bulk of it, sort of thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen all my camera systems and everything that I put in some while ago. But there's all my light control just quickly. So I've got my 3 red lights, there's light bar, under lights, then rear lights, and I've got my other switches here. I've got a siren speaker, so I could talk through the mic on this, or just do random sirens. I only use this when I'm at shows, really. I used to go to quite a few shows, like the Overland show and all that, but I haven't been in ages. I need to get back on it. The one place that people could come and see me and Lutty and have a little nose and what have you. But me and Kieran are always out on the road at the minute these days, exploring tunnels and wows and everything else. We haven't really had time, but we'll have to get back on it. And I also normally go to the South Bill get-togethers as well. But yeah, and if you do see Lutty around, you'll see I've got my stickers on the door as well. Forgot to mention that as well. So I've got my stickers. So if you guys see me out and about and you want a sticker, ask me. I normally got them on me. I'll give you a sticker, no problem. Anyway, that should do it for this van tour of what I've been up to, and I'll see you in the next one.